On December 6, 1995, the bodies of Pat Tate, Tony Tucker, and Craig Rolfe were found in a Range Rover on a quiet farm track in Rettendon, Essex. All three had been shot to death. They were known figures in the drug trade, and their murders were seen as the inevitable result of the violent world they lived in, one built on drugs, threats, and bloodshed.
After Tate's death, his family arranged a lavish funeral, remembering him as a loving father of two sons, not the feared gangster whose murder shocked Essex. Held in December 1995, his funeral reflected his extravagant lifestyle and his influence in the Essex criminal scene. Media attention was huge, drawn by its grandeur. A horse-drawn glass carriage covered in flowers carried Tate's coffin through the streets to Pitsea Cemetery, where he was laid to rest beside Craig Rolfe. Police managed traffic as a single bell tolled during the 25-minute service at St. Gabriel's Church. One tribute came from his son Jordan, who wrote, "Thanks for the good times." About 60 mourners attended, singing All Things Bright and Beautiful and reciting the 23rd Psalm. Despite his violent life, there were moments of deep emotion. Tate's brother gave a heartfelt tribute that moved many. His grave at Pitsea Cemetery reflects the same extravagance, featuring a photo and a long inscription. It reads, "Cherished memories of Pat Terrence Tate, who left this world December 6, 1995, aged 37. Loving father, loyal friend, and brother. We'll never forget you." Two white doves at the base symbolize peace. On the back, a short verse says, "God saw the road was rough and the hill too hard to climb. So he whispered, 'Peace be thine.'"
Tate's grave lies beside Craig Rolfe's, whose simpler headstone reads, "In loving memory of a dear son, brother, and father. His life a beautiful memory, his absence a grief."
Tate's funeral came a day after Rolfe's and before Tony Tucker's. Though close in life, Tate and Tucker were buried apart, Tate in Pitsea, Tucker in Upminster. Tucker's funeral was grand too, attended by more than 100 mourners. His grave features boxing gloves, showing his link to fighter Nigel Benn and his smiling photo. Today, Pat Tate's grave remains a striking reminder of the excess and violence that shaped his life. Its grandeur contrasts with the calm and silence of Pitsea Cemetery. The murders of Pat Tate, Tony Tucker, and Craig Rolfe triggered one of the biggest police investigations in Essex. Detectives struggled to find motives or reliable witnesses. Everyone connected to the victims was part of the criminal underworld, making the investigation extremely difficult and dangerous for police. In 1998, 3 years after the killings, two men, Michael Steele and Jack Holmes, were arrested and charged with the murders. Prosecutors claimed the murders were revenge over a bad drug deal, saying Steele lured the three men to the farm track before shooting them. Both men denied the charges, but after a long trial, they were found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment, though controversy remained. Journalists, lawyers, and former detectives have argued Steele and Holmes may have been wrongfully convicted, citing missing evidence and unreliable witnesses. The key witness, Darren Nichols, was a drug dealer and police informant. Many believe he lied in exchange for protection and money. Both men have maintained their innocence. Jack Holmes was released in 2021 after more than 20 years in prison. Michael Steele remains in prison, still fighting to clear his name, keeping the case in the public eye as a controversial miscarriage of justice.
Some believe the real killers were other figures from the Essex underworld, and the full truth of the Rettendon Range Rover murders may never be known. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell, and drop your comments below.